Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe. Now this start video. NBC's Chicago Fire Season 13 returned with a new episode on Wednesday, February 5, 2025. Season 13, Episode 12, titled Relief Cut, brought plenty of action, personal struggles, and surprising moments. Firehouse 51 faced several emergencies, including a missing fire hydrant case and a birthday celebration that ended in a painful accident. While handling these incidents, the firefighters also dealt with personal challenges. Ritter had a tough moment when he misunderstood an order from Kid during a rescue. Herman, meanwhile, investigated missing fire hydrants and uncovered a crime. Elsewhere, Violet and Novik treated a woman injured when a prank at her birthday party went wrong. In the middle of all this, Stella Kid's cousin, Cole, showed up unexpectedly. He believed Severide kept Kid away from their family, leading to a tense conversation. But as they talked, Kid explained that she had been staying away for personal reasons. Cole's visit helped her open up about her past, allowing them to reconnect. Chicago Fire Season 13 Episode 12. Cole confronts his sister Stella. Kid Cole's visit to Firehouse 51 brought a mix of emotions. Kid was happy but surprised to see her cousin after so many years. However, their reunion quickly became tense when Cole accused Severide of keeping Kid away from their family. He believed that her husband had cut her off, and that was why she hadn't stayed in touch. Kid was shocked by the accusation and immediately set things straight. She explained that her distance from the family had nothing to do with Severide and that it was her own decision. She had spent the past few years traveling, working hard as a lieutenant, and promoting her Girls on Fire program. She also revealed that she had been dealing with some serious personal challenges, including stalkers and a troubled past that she had kept hidden from her family. As they talked more, Kid opened up about the real reason she stayed away. She was ashamed of her past, especially a bad period in her life involving drugs and an abusive ex. She thought distancing herself was the best way to protect her family. Cole, who always looked up to her as an older sister, was upset that she hadn't reached out, but he also understood. By the end of their conversation, the cousins made peace and Cole even apologized to Severide, thanking him for always supporting Kid. The episode also showed a tense moment between Ritter and Kid during a fire rescue. Firehouse 51 responded to an emergency where an elderly woman was trapped inside a burning car. As the team rushed to save her, Kid gave Ritter an order, but he hesitated, confused by what she meant. Because of the delay, Kid quickly switched him out for Carver, who successfully rescued the woman. Even though the woman was saved, the situation raised concerns about what went wrong. At first, it wasn't clear if Kid had misspoken or if Ritter had misunderstood. Eventually, it became clear that Ritter was at fault as he hadn't fully understood Kid's instructions in the heat of the moment. Ritter was already struggling with personal problems in his relationship, which left him distracted. The mistake bothered him, and he later apologized to Kid, taking full responsibility. He was harder on himself than anyone else, but Kid reassured him that mistakes are part of learning as a firefighter. They cleared the air, and later Carver even helped Ritter understand some of Kid's commands so it wouldn't happen again. Besides the big family drama and intense rescues, Chicago Fire Season 13 Episode 12 had several other interesting moments. One of the strangest but funniest emergencies happened at a nightclub. Violet and Novik responded to a call where a young woman had her face shoved into a cake at her birthday party. Unfortunately, the cake had wooden dowels inside for support, and they stabbed her face. The paramedics calmed her down and made sure she got the medical care she needed. Meanwhile, Herman took on a mystery. He noticed that fire hydrants were going missing and decided to investigate with Killy. Their efforts paid off when they discovered a scrapyard was illegally buying the stolen hydrants. The police stepped in, shut the place down, and arrested those responsible. On a personal level, Ritter was having a tough time. His problems with his boyfriend finally led to a breakup. To cheer him up, Violet and Novik took him out for drinks. Carver, however, skipped the night out because he had recently admitted to having a drinking problem and was focusing on his recovery. Novik, on the other hand, had an eventful night. Perhaps the most emotionally charged storyline of the episode was the arrival of Stella Kidd's cousin Cole. His unexpected visit to Firehouse 51 set off a cascade of feelings, primarily due to his surprise accusations toward Stella's husband, Severide. Cole's anger was fueled by the belief that Severide had kept Stella away from their family. This shocking claim set the stage for a deeply personal conversation that shed light on why Stella had distanced herself from her loved ones. Kidd was initially taken aback by the accusation, but she quickly corrected Cole, explaining that Severide had never been the reason for her estrangement from the family. Instead, her decision to keep her distance was deeply personal. She had spent the last several years focusing on her career, particularly working as a lieutenant and leading the Girls on Fire program, and she had been traveling frequently. However, there was a darker reason for her separation from her relatives. Stella had been facing some severe personal struggles, including harassment from stalkers and an abusive past that she had been trying to escape. As the conversation between Kidd and Cole unfolded, she revealed painful details of a time in her life when she was battling addiction and a toxic relationship. Stella feared that reconnecting with her family would expose the scars of her past, so she opted to stay away to protect those she loved from the pain she had endured. While Cole was initially hurt by her lack of communication, he eventually understood, and by the end of their conversation, the two cousins were able to reconcile. In a heartwarming moment, Cole even apologized to Severide, expressing his gratitude for the way Severide had always supported Stella despite her struggles. Another poignant subplot in Relief Cut involved Ritter, who faced a moment of miscommunication during a dangerous rescue operation. Firehouse 51 responded to an emergency call involving an elderly woman trapped inside a burning vehicle. Kidd issued orders to Ritter during the chaos of the situation, but he became momentarily confused by her instructions, which delayed his response. Kidd, quickly realizing that Ritter was not following her commands, decided to pull him from the rescue and assign Carver to take over. Carver's intervention ultimately saved the woman, but the incident left Ritter feeling frustrated with himself. It was clear that the misunderstanding stemmed from Ritter's internal struggles, as he had been dealing with personal issues in his romantic life, which left him distracted and emotionally strained. Later, Ritter approached Kidd to apologize for his mistake, fully taking responsibility for the confusion. Kidd, ever the mentor, reassured him that such errors were part of the learning process and emphasized the importance of growing through mistakes. Their interaction offered a heartening reminder of the teamwork and support that defined Firehouse 51. Even Carver played a role in helping Ritter better understand the nuances of Kidd's commands, offering advice to prevent future miscommunication. In a more personal turn, Ritter faced the emotional fallout from his relationship troubles. After a tumultuous period, Ritter finally ended things with his boyfriend, a decision that weighed heavily on him. To help him cope,